I've just filmed something and I thought I'd just film it again. I'm still going to upload that version because of it going into detail. Maybe it goes into more detail, but I'm going to upload this as well because hopefully it's a shorter version and people can watch this better. So here's the thing, I've had an idea, and the idea is the following. Every month I would like to talk about a fandom, and it will be a fandom war type thing, so it'd be great if you're watching this video could send me via Twitter. I think it's the best way. Maybe I'll create an email address for this and tweet it out. If you could send me contributions for the video. Because it's a fandom wars thing, you're basically sort of fighting for the fandom that you're talking about for that specific video. I'm not sure which fandom's going for January yet, but I will tweet it out, definitely. I don't know if I'll make another video on it because I don't know if I'll have time, but definitely follow me on Twitter because then you will know. Also follow me on Instagram because why not? I will hopefully put the links down below, but my Twitter is @pinktroid, all in capitals, and my Instagram is @rivière. I'm just Rivière _chanson_official. It's French for River Song official. So yeah, follow those and you'll get more info. But also when you make your contributions, I'll get some video format. Otherwise, I guess you can tweet me and I can screenshot those. Make sure that you're balanced because it's a much more interesting video for me to edit and put out and also watch maybe at some point if it is balanced, because the video will be a bit like an essay which you write balanced, instead of just going this fandom's great and then it's like and that, so is the February one, so is the March one. I'd like it to be varied. For example, do you know what, bluntly, let's talk about the Hoovian fandom because I've seen all of its colours. Okay, I mean 50 Shades of Titus Blue, 50 Shades of Hoovian. Oh wow, I mean we've had issues. So you can say the Hoovian fandom is amazing. It's like a family, and yeah, more like a Hoovian family, and it's so great to go to Doctor Who events and make friendships through the fandom because that is so true and it's so wonderful and that's the beautiful thing about it, how Doctor Who connects people. However, then there's the con. Fandom's being attacked. Fandom is inter-attacking itself. There is fandom hierarchy. Apparently, if you're a classic Who fan, in other words, not like you just like classic Who, but over there is that going on as well. If you were a fan back in the day when Doctor Who actually started, or apparently you're a better fan than someone who became a fan in 2005. If you've watched all of Doctor Who, you're a better fan than someone who's only watched New Who or only watched New Who and a bit of the other ones. If you watched all of Doctor Who, but the Myth and Eps, just because of when you're a boy, you kind of fall into that same category as well. And it's like, oh my gosh. Harry Potter fandom, yay, it's great because Harry Potter gives you strength, and the fandom is willing to teach you stuff, and they want to sort you into a house. They're really keen on that. Issues of fandom. Oh, if you haven't read all the books, or you're a muggle, and it's like, I'm as much a fan as you, but thank you very much. So I hope you're getting the point now. So give me a good, varied, all-rounding what's bad about the fandom and what's good about the fandom. So I've been talking about the fandom itself, as in the fan base. Now talk about your fandom as a whole. So obviously talk about the show itself, representation, diversity. Is all good about it. Obviously the storyline. Storyline is kind of the main thing. If you have no storyline, you have no show. Orphan Black, I was talking about it in the other version I just filmed. It is perfect for representation because the representation isn't fussing in your face. It's not like, oh look, we've got all female leads, except all female leads because it's the same actress playing like 100 zillion characters. It's just, that's just the nature of the show and that's how it is. They have a gay character. Oh well, he's just Felix. Cassima is a lesbian, but they're not like, hi, look, we've got a lesbian. Did we say we've got a lesbian? By the way, Cassima is a lesbian. She's a lesbian. Did we tell you she's a lesbian? It's like so annoying when shows do that. She's just Cassima, and she's literally my favourite clone because she's just the best. But she's just Cassima, and you like her character so much because she rules and she's a scientist, so obviously she's going to be the best character in that. Hashtag no bias. And yeah, that's what I like about her. Because so many. It's a bit of a side note. With so many people, when they're writing TV shows and films, get that wrong. They're like, look, we've got a lesbian here. Because I've never met anyone who's gone, hi, I'm so and so and I'm a lesbian. Because nobody does that. You're just you. Just like I don't go up to someone and say, hi, I'm Mel and I'm straight. So I don't get why writers sometimes feel the need to do that with characters. I don't. Sorry, it really annoys me. Anyway, I've gone on about that enough. So, if the show that you are talking about gets representation right, feel free to go on about it because, well, not too much. I'm going to edit these things. Because that's very important for a show to get it right. It's so good when they get it right because Cosima is just, her character has been written so perfectly. I can't even explain. Oh, please go watch Orphan Black, guys. Anyway, I'll save that for the Orphan Black video. So I've been quite concise in this video, but I'll summarise just in case you need me to. Going to be doing monthly fandom wars, Battle of the Fandom things. There may be late uploads if I'm having a bad month personally, or if for whatever reason I can't upload one a month. If, for example, I'm very busy, so I just can't. For example, there's only a few days of January left now, so I may not do January. I may do 2 in February, for example. I don't know if things may happen. Maybe I won't start this so much. So make sure that you subscribe if you want. You don't have to. You can just keep coming back to this channel as and when if you prefer to. And I'll say another thing about that in a bit. Yeah, subscribe and come back to this channel if you prefer to for the videos, especially if you've contributed to them, so you can try and see your face in it. And yeah, click like if you liked the video, dislike if you disliked it, but if you did, click the dislike button. If you are signed into your YouTube account, if you have a YouTube account when you're watching this, please, well, if you're clicking the dislike button, then you should be signed in, and you should have a YouTube account, because you can't rate anything or comment on anything if you don't have one. So yeah, then if you click dislike, please let me know why, because that would be good to know. For example, if you say, I don't like the camera you use, I can be like, okay, cool, there's nothing I can do about that, because I don't have a camera at the moment, and I'm filming on my laptop. Cool. I'm not like, well, I don't really panic, but I always wonder, I wonder why they click the dislike button, so it'd be good to know. And once again, please feel free to follow me on the social media. I've been tried on Twitter, and Rivière_chanson_official, French for Rivière_song_official, and I will be tweeting what January's, because I feel like I may not get to see you anyway in January. I may do, I may not, and I'll keep you posted on that. Also, if you're following me on Twitter, then you get to see me tweet them. I might just go, oh, so is it coming in January? Then I can be like, sorry, if it's not going to be in that, and then probably be in Feb or whatever. Also, if you follow me on Twitter, you can then send your contributions to me via Twitter. You can attach them in a DM, I believe. If not, I may need to create a special email address for this, and I will be tweeting that out as well. So definitely make sure that you're following me on Twitter, because making videos takes longer to film and edit and stuff. So that will definitely not be something that I am as likely to be able to do as frequently as tweeting, because tweeting tends to take this Primark dungaree. Tweeting doesn't tend to take this Primark dungaree, it tends to take about a minute or so, maybe a bit longer if you're editing the tweet, it's too long, whatever. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and you will see me in my next video. I don't know what that video will be, when it will be, but yeah. Feel free to check out my Doctor Who stuff, by the way, talking of fandoms. Oh, sorry. Right, yeah, so very quickly, here's what I'm talking about. I don't even know how long the last one was, and I was thinking, oh, this will be shorter for everyone. Right, fandoms are Britannia High. Remember, that was a long time ago, because I want to talk about that one. The Big Bang Theory, Glee, Red Dwarf, Harry Potter, Merlin, Doctor Who, Orphan Black, Star Wars. Now I do need 3 more to complete a year. However, if I don't get 3 more suggestions that I like, that I feel like I can talk about, as well as include other people's contributions, then 9 is fine, I think, because that makes it into September when people go back to school, so that's actually quite a good year. I think that's fine. So it may just be 9 months. Also, if you send me suggestions on Twitter for new fandoms, please don't send Sherlock to me, because it's not something I feel I can talk about, and I will possibly go into that in another video. I can't talk about it now. It's just I may be like, do people actually want to hear about it? So I won't talk about it. It's a personal reason why I don't watch Sherlock anymore. It's nothing to do with the storylines. It seems like whichever series just aired, like, that was really good, because every single episode trended on Twitter. So yeah, but I am not gonna watch it. I have my reasons. Thanks for watching, and keep fandoming on, and goodbye. Oh, and watch lots of fandom stuff, because fandoms are amazing. The fandoms will rise. One day we'll just live in a world full of fandoms. Okay, bye.